So now we will move on to the next resolution, which is Resolution 240111, which is the suspension of Councilwoman Tanya Burns. What's the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Ms. Worthing?
I move for approval.
Okay. Any support?
Support.
Supported by the councilman in the 3rd Ward. Any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Ms. Burns.
Thank you. I find it ironic that one of the biggest abusers of our council rules is the council president. Last Wednesday, I have never seen such a debacle. Your behavior was horrendous. You stood up to fight 3 grown men, 3, to fight Dennis Pfeiffer, Don Pfeiffer, and Rich Jones, and said you were standing your ground. Then furthermore, when I stood in between, I said, Liddell, I don't want to see this to be a fight. This is not what we should be doing. Liddell Lewis, you called me a bitch. Women should not be fighting men, and men should not be fighting women. This occurred in this chambers. On 3/20, during the month of April 2022, you wanted to fight again. You have some anger issues that need to be dealt with. You cussed out Pastor Thompson not once but twice.
Ms. Burns, for the sake,
Okay,
please
you
hold her
stop my time,
time.
please.
Please stop her time. Yep, she was gonna be at 3:43. I'll give her back that. We need to make sure that we remain germane to the resolution of the misconduct of Tanya Burns. So we want to make sure that we remain germane,
I'm
okay?
remaining germane,
All
just
right,
like you thought my podcast was.
So that is the chair
You
bringing
cussed
you to
out
order.
Pastor
Thank
Thompson
you.
twice. Called him a fake-ass pastor. You did it twice. Your behavior has consistently been deplorable. You are unhinged. You're difficult to deal with. And then you lie. Your bullying tactics. You wouldn't talk about Councilman Pfeiffer the entire time, called him a racist, claimed that he hits women. He didn't hit you, but in his eyes and your eyes, I felt you were going to hit him.
All right, anyone else like to speak on this discussion? Mr. Murphy.
Through you to the city attorney, when we are looking to suspend, if we looking to suspend a colleague, excuse me, we I think when we did Eric Mays for the 30 days or the 90 days, it had to be posted on the agenda. Because this is added on the agenda and wasn't posted, do we have legal rights to move forward on this 30-day suspension, being that it was not posted on the agenda? Because I know this question came up before with Eric Mays, and we didn't have it posted on the agenda that would need to be posted on the website. This agenda was posted, but it did not have the suspension of Tanya Burns on the agenda.
Okay. Under the Open Meetings Act, a public notice is sufficient. There is no, it doesn't violate the Open Meetings Act to not have an agenda with a posting of a public meeting.
You say 6.1? So we have legal rights to move forward with this resolution, even though it was not posted in the agenda. Okay, all right, thank you. So, I'm gonna be supporting this resolution here because, meeting after meeting, my colleague Tanya Burns has, if it ain't me, it's somebody on this council, is going at it and accusing us of things that's, posting things on Facebook. Not one time I done saw her post some things just recently of me and my colleague, and I just think we are elected officials.
Point of order,
What is your point?
or I'm sorry, request for information.
What is your request?
Are the items that you post, are you speaking in regard to the $11,000 lawnmower that Habitat said you have possession of?
Ms. Burns, that's improper.
It's
Point
not
of order.
improper, Madam Chair. He
Request
said
of
things I
information.
posted. I'm speaking to what he said, so it's not, I asked him a question.
Understood, so I just want to be clear. So when we do requests for information, it's to gain information to help you with your next vote.
That
So
is,
please
Madam
proceed,
Chair, that is what I
Mr.
was
Murphy.
doing. Thank you very much.
So, just the unprofessionalism of my colleague to just go and continuously post things. I mean, even a post with $145,000 or something from the good church and try to tie me into something that, yes, I do support a project in the 3rd Ward that got something to do with life, but just the insinuating these allegations that my colleagues continually to put out there, and as an elected official, and even picking up the phone or call me and say, Quincy, this $4,700 and some dollars that you accusing me of Ashley Capital giving me $4,000, like they sat here and told y'all what happened. The $4,000 that you talking about, you just need to stop what you doing when it comes down
Request for
to.
information.
What is your request?
So I don't know who would be that sat here and told us, but what they told me is what they stated was that $4,750 which was used they gave to you for Christmas gifts. Is that true?
Proceed, Mr. Murphy.
It's true.
I'm done.
All right. Anyone else would like to speak? Yes. Go ahead, Ms. Winfrey Carter.
Like I said before, this is ridiculous. When we talk about conduct unbecoming of a council person, there's members here that should be pointing their finger at themselves. Just last week, the 2nd Ward Councilwoman stood there. It's on video. And she acted a plumb fool. I just gotta say that. She acted a plumb fool. I've never seen anything like it in my life. She stood there and invited people to fight. What you gonna do? You know, how unprofessional. Is that becoming of a council person? And now she want to suspend Councilwoman Burns? And Councilwoman Burns, she was really trying to, come in between and stop all of the chaos there. But then she got called a bitch by the councilwoman in the 2nd Ward, by the president. She's the president of the council. Okay, and she's acting like a plum fool. And then you want to talk about people on Facebook. Why don't you check your colleague in the second ward? Look at some of her Facebook posts. And look at some of the Facebook posts of the councilwoman in the 9th ward. In fact, the councilwoman in the 9th ward, she's been posting all through this meeting. She's been on Facebook. How unprofessional. How unbecoming. Sitting over there with the little smirky grin, Linda L. Pendleton. You need to go check Councilman Murphy. You need to go check out Linda L. Pendleton. I'm not going to be supporting this resolution. In fact, we need some other resolutions up here to suspend some of the council members up here. Councilwoman in the 9th ward and councilwoman in the 2nd ward, and probably the councilwoman in the 7th ward.
All right, thank you, Ms. Winfrey Carter. Anyone else would like to speak?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Ms. Worthing.
I call the question.
All right, there has been a call for the question. Any support?
I support.
Oh, okay, so supported by the councilwoman in the 7th ward? All right, so we're going to go ahead and vote to call for the question. So roll call, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Burns?
No.
Ms. Mashat? Yes. Mr. Pfeiffer?
No.
Ms. Worthing? Yes. Mr. Allahin?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
No.
Six yes, 3 no.
All right, the vote is 6 yes, 3 no. So that call for the question passes. So now we will be voting for Resolution 240111, which is a resolution of suspending council member Tanya Burns for conduct unbecoming of a council member. Roll call, Madam Clerk. RL, you're out of order.
Ms. Mashat?
Roll call.
Ms. Mashat? Yes. Mr. Pfeiffer?
No.
Ms. Worthing? Yes. Mr. Allahin?
Abstain.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
No.
Ms. Burns?
Madam Clerk, I abstain because this is ridiculous and it's riddled full of lies. And if you're going to put a resolution, it should be truthful, and it's not. Shame on them who voted on it. And I'll see you in court. Officer, I asked you earlier, could you walk me out? Can you please come forward?
Okay, go ahead, Madam Clerk.
5 yes, 2 no, 2 abstentions.
We have 5 yes, 2 no, and 2 abstentions. So therefore, that resolution is effective immediately according to the reading of the resolution, and also per the advisement of Councilwoman Burns, an officer is coming to escort her out of her seat.
Thank you. I already talked about it earlier, because I'll see them in court, because if you make a resolution, it needs to be true.
All right, so thank you so much. So now we're about to move on to
And I'm not pleased without
Ms. Burns.
Liddell, be quiet talking to me. I'm not talking to you.
Not a
I'm
problem.
leaving my seat.
Right, see you in
Okay.
30.
Oh, no,
All right, so now we're about to go ahead and move on to Resolution 240112. What's the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman Machad.
I move that we approve or pass Resolution 240112.
Furthermore, my councilperson in the 5th Ward, my colleague, it's not that I don't respond to you because I care about you being loud, because that's about all you are. You're never on point, you never have a point, you can never think of your own point. I don't respond to you because it would be bullying. I do not dare speak to people when I know they cannot compare in a conversation. Stop addressing me. And the only reason you're packing up and leaving and saying you shouldn't come, you even ask Councilman Pfeiffer, what do you think? You have to ask him what he thinks because you can't think for yourself. And the one person that thought for you, God rest his soul, is gone. The one person you're sharing a brain with sitting next to you, now she's gone. And now you have to figure out. And now, that's okay. I am the appointed vice president of the Flint City Council, someone who stepped up in leadership because you were not bold enough to take a stand, because you needed somebody else to tell you whether or not you can take the position when you were offered a leadership position. Right. So you are welcome that I constantly show you how to think for yourself. I show you how to be a lady. I show you how to be an adult. I show you how to be a leader. You are welcome. This is the last time that I will address you because I will not be accused of bullying someone whose competence is not on the same level. You're welcome.
Y'all so sorry.
So are you saying you are okay?
So this professional right here, this professional over here, she over here clapping and shit.
Mr. Wilson, just stop.
Yo, the way you over there waving at me, man, you big ass moose.
All right, that's your
I
warning.
don't give a damn what it is.
That's fine.
And this whole upside down.
That's your second warning, Mr. Wilson.
You ready to go anyway? Y'all a bunch of dumbasses.
This proves a point, right? We gotta distract.
It don't prove nothing, man. Y'all sitting up here sounding like some little ass kids.